One trait that we think marks us out as human is the sophistication of our emotions, like sympathy and compassion. But can fossilised bones tell us anything about our ancestors' feelings? I've been to the Republic of Georgia, to the small medieval town of Dmanisi. Here, archaeologists have found remains of Homo erectus that they believe may do just that. Professor David Lord-Kubinidze is leading the excavations. David, what's that over there? That's some kind of animal fossil. Is that as old as the human fossils that you've been finding here?
Yeah, it's 1.8 million years old.
It belongs to deer. It's a fantastic preservation of bones.
Yeah, 1.8 million years ago, environment was more Africa-like in some way.
Here was definitely environment more savanna type from one hand, but it had also forest elements. It had a wood, so it shows that climate was not as hot as in Africa. And they had much colder winters here.
These are some of the earliest signs we have of our ancient ancestors outside Africa. Surviving in this challenging climate would have been tough. Professor Lord-Kubinidze has found a skull that raises some interesting questions about how some of them survived at all. Oh, look at that.
Well,
that's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's a cast of the Dmanisi hominid.
And it was that complete. It wasn't in pieces.
Yeah, it was not in pieces. Yeah, there were some small breaks, but generally we could have it.
Isn't that wonderful? So you know the brain size of this individual,
yeah, and
you know what his face looked like.
Absolutely, and also we have a jaw.
1.8 million years ago, Homo erectus had made it here to Georgia. That in itself is astonishing. But what's even more surprising is that this person was toothless. Now that is remarkable. This is an old jaw. This is a jaw which has lost most of its teeth. It looks as though the only teeth that could possibly have still been in the mouth might have been that one there. Is that a canine?
It was just one canine.
And we can tell that all of these have been lost a long time before death because actually the bone of the jaw has shrunk right down.
That's true.
So we know that that must have happened months or even years before this person died.
This person survived at least a few years without teeth.
Somehow this toothless person survived against the odds. The evidence suggests that they were living here long before our ancestors learned to control fire. So in the harsh winters, they may only have had raw meat to live on.
These people were depending mostly on meat, and without teeth, it's very difficult to get meat.
So how does this person survive as a hunter-gatherer and with fairly basic technology in this environment with no teeth?
I think this is indirect evidence of the altruism or compassion. I'm sure somebody was taking care of this individual.
It's lovely to say, OK, we've potentially got evidence of altruism and compassion here, but just to be, quite kind of harsh and economical about it, what kind of advantage could that have brought in evolutionary terms?
Maybe this person had knowledge which others needed still. So it was maybe very pragmatic also.
Could it be that compassion contributed to the success of Homo erectus?